in case of a meter scale, it consists of 100 centimeter, and each centimeter is divided into 10 divisions. Okay, that's why each division value is equal to 1 millimeter. That means with the help of the ordinary scale, we can measure 1 millimeter also accurately. That means the minimum dimension or minimum length that can be measured with the help of the ordinary scale is 1 millimeter. Hence, the least count of the meter scale is said to be 1 millimeter. But less than 1 millimeter, that means if you want to measure 1/10 of millimeter, it's not possible with the help of the ordinary scale. So in order to measure even 1/10 of millimeter also accurately, we use some measuring instruments, in which vernier calipers is one of such measuring instrument. Okay, actually this vernier calipers, it was invented by French mathematician Pierre Vernier. Pierre Vernier. That's why it was given name vernier calipers. So here, with the help of the vernier calipers, we can measure even 1/10 of millimeter also accurately in general. Okay, here, so how we can measure? So what is the construction of the vernier calipers? We have to see. Here, vernier calipers consists of a metal plate, rectangular metal plate, in which a scale is graduated in centimeter, which is having length about 15 centimeter, like that. Okay, each centimeter is divided into 10 divisions. That means each division value is equal to 1 millimeter. No, each division value is equal to 1 millimeter. As here another scale is here, this scale is called the main scale. Here this scale which is drawn on the rectangle plate, that is called main scale. So here it is the main scale. Okay, here to this main scale, one jaw is there. It is called big jaw, and a small jaw is also there. Here small jaw is P and big jaw is capital R, to this attached to the metal plate, rectangular metal plate. Over this metal plate, there is a frame which is attached with a small jaw and big jaw, and this frame can be slided over this metal plate, rectangular metal plate, on which main scale is graduated. Okay, here whenever you move this frame along the main scale, along with this frame, a small strip also move along with them. Okay, so here by means of these two big jaws, what is the role of these two big jaws means? Here big jaws are used to hold the object between them, just like here how cylinder is hold or gripped by these two big jaws. Here these two big jaws are used to hold or grip the object kept between them. Okay, what is the role of the small jaws means? With the help of the small jaws, we can measure the inner diameter of the cylinder, etc. To measure the depth of the hollow bodies, then we use the strip. So these are the uses of the vernier calipers. Okay, here there is a movable frame. Now already I explained. On this movable frame, some divisions are marked. Some divisions are marked, so that some divisions on this coincide with some of the divisions on the main scale. So this scale marked on this movable frame, that is called the vernier scale. That is called the vernier scale. Okay, the number of divisions on this vernier scale is say small n. Number of divisions on the vernier scale is say small n. So number of divisions on the vernier scale. Number of divisions on the vernier scale. Number of divisions on the vernier scale is equal to say small n. That is a small n. Okay. Each vernier division value, one vernier division value is equal to say capital V. On this main scale, one division value means just here 1 centimeter is divided into 10 divisions. So each division value, that means one main scale division value. One main scale division value. Of course, that is equal to 1 millimeter here. In general, it is say S. It is the one main scale division value. Okay, now here you see the vernier calipers is divided such that n divisions on the vernier scale coincide with, in general, n minus 1 divisions on the main scale. Here n divisions on the main vernier scale, that means here from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n divisions are there. N divisions on the vernier scale coincide with n minus 1 divisions on the main scale. That means n minus 1 divisions on the main scale value or length is equal to n divisions on the vernier scale. That's why the length of the n minus 1 divisions on the main scale is equal to n minus 1 into 1 main scale division value is s, no? That's why this is equal to s. That is equal to, each vernier scale division value is already imagined as V. That's why as it consists of n vernier scale divisions, therefore total length of the vernier scale in which n divisions are there is equal to n into capital V. Because each vernier division value, that means each distance between any two vernier divisions, successive vernier divisions, that is equal to V. That is one vernier scale division value. As it consists of n divisions, the total length of the n divisions is equal to nv, which is equal to n minus 1 divisions on the main scale. That's why one main scale division value is s. That's why n minus 1 main scale division value is n minus 1 main scale division value is equal to n minus 1 into s. That is equal to n divisions on the length of the n divisions on the vernier scale. Okay, from this just you bring this nv to left. Okay, then ns minus s is equal to n into v. Of course, you write here only first. Okay, therefore this is equal to nv, just you bring to left. ns minus nv is equal to, we can have s. So you take n comma n of s minus v is equal to s, or s minus v is equal to s by n. S minus v is equal to s by n. Okay, so here s by n, where this s by n, s means that is the one main scale division value, by n means number of vernier scale divisions. Okay, this is called the vernier constant. Therefore vernier constant, which is also called as the least count, LC. Okay, therefore that LC is equal to s by n, that means one main scale division value by n means number of vernier divisions, Okay, this is also equal to, already we got s by n means that is equal to s minus v, no? S minus v. That means s means one main scale division value minus one vernier scale division value. Therefore least count is equal to one main scale division value by number of vernier divisions, that is also equal to one main scale division value minus one vernier scale division value. So this is the formula for vernier constant or least count of the vernier calipers. Okay, with the help of this instrument, that means vernier calipers, how we can measure the length of the cylinder, how we can measure the diameter of the cylinder. Okay, now we are going to measure the diameter of the sphere or length of the cylinder, etc. with the help of this one. So we will see now. Okay. Okay, just now we observed that the least count of the vernier calipers is equal to s by n. That means one main scale division value by number of vernier divisions. Of course, that is also equal to one main scale division value minus one vernier scale division value. Okay, now before going to measure the length of the given cylinder or diameter of the sphere, whatever it may be, to measure, before measuring the length of any object, first we have to check whenever there is no object between these two jars, that means that if the cylinder is not there, okay, when these two jars are put in contact, then if zero division of the vernier scale coincide with the zero division of the main scale, then we can say there is no error in the vernier calipers, because in case of vernier calipers also some errors are there. Errors occurs in the designing or due to the wear and tear of these jars. While measuring the dimensions of a body, some error occurs. Okay, first we have to check that error. Is it error there or not? We have to check. So whenever there is no object between the two jars and when these two big jars are put in contact, then at that time, if zero division of the vernier scale coincide with the zero division of the main scale, then in such case there is no error. But in actual practice, we don't have such type of vernier calipers, because definitely due to wear and tear of these jars or due to defect in the construction of the vernier calipers, definitely zero division will not coincide with the zero division of the main scale. Zero division of the vernier scale does not coincide with the zero division of the main scale when no object is, when these two big jars are put in contact. That's why some error must be there. Okay, in error, if in case of ideal condition, when no object is there here, if the zero division of the, whenever these two jars are put in contact, if zero division of the vernier scale coincides with the zero division of the main scale, in such case the zero error is said to be zero. Zero error is equal to zero. Whenever there is no zero error, definitely zero error correction is also zero. Okay, here in this case, suppose you see this is the main scale, this is the, it is zero division, it is the 1 centimeter, like that. This scale I drawn here. Next, whenever there is no object between two jars and these two jars are put in contact, in such case the zero division of vernier scale coincides like this. Like this. Here, whenever no object is there between the two jars and two jars are put in contact, if zero division of the vernier scale coincides with the zero division of the main scale in vernier calipers, then the zero error is said to be zero. So whenever there is no error, there is no zero error correction also. Okay, so zero correction is, zero error correction is zero, is equal to zero. Okay, next, suppose when these two big jars are put in contact, in such case, if the zero division of the vernier scale, here this is the zero division of the main scale, okay, this is 1 centimeter. Here zero division of the vernier scale is on right side of the zero division of the main scale, on right side of the zero division of the main scale. Okay, in this case there is an error, because as zero division of the vernier scale is on right side of the zero division of the main scale, definitely it shows somewhat more ready when object is kept here. That's why zero error is to be positive. Zero error is said to be positive. That means always this vernier caliper shows more reading. Okay, that's why the correction becomes negative. Zero error correction. Zero error correction is negative. Okay, in next case, suppose when the two big jars are put in contact, when two big jars are put in contact, okay, and zero division of the vernier scale lies on left side of the zero division of the main scale, on left side of the zero division of the main scale. In this case, the zero error is said to be negative, because whenever zero division of the vernier scale is on left side of the zero division of the main scale, when two big jars are put in contact, in such case it shows always some less reading. That's why zero error is negative. Zero error is negative. But because of that, zero error correction must be positive. That means for every reading obtained, we have to add the zero error correction. We add the correction. Okay, in this way there are, in case of vernier calipers also, there may be zero error, positive error, and zero error will be negative. In this way different types of errors are there. Now how we can measure with the help of this vernier calipers? Okay, we will see what is the formula to be used to measure the dimensions or length of the given object or body. Okay, now measurement of length, measurement of length or diameter, whatever it may be. Okay, here R reading of vernier calipers is equal to, here you see, when object is kept between the two big jaws as in the diagram, suppose the zero division of the vernier calipers, here you see zero division of the vernier calipers is in between 1.1 centimeter and 1.2 centimeter, 1.1 centimeter and 1.2 centimeter. That's why the main scale here, main scale reading means where the zero division of the vernier calipers lies. That means zero division of the vernier calipers is in between 1.1 and 1.2 centimeter of the main scale. That's why the reading of the main vernier calipers is, the reading of the the main scale reading of the vernier calipers is said to be 1.1, not 1.2, because zero division is in between, beyond the 1.1 centimeter but before the 1.2 centimeter. That's why the reading of the main scale is 1.1 centimeter only. That is called MSR, main scale reading. Okay, here you see, here this is 1.1 centimeter, it is 1.2 centimeter, and zero division of the main scale is like this. Zero division of the main scale is like this. Okay, next here, zero division of the main scale is in between 1.1 and 1.2 centimeter. That's why main scale reading is 1.1 only. We have to note. Next, here actually in between 1.1 centimeter division of the main scale and zero division of the vernier scale, whatever the length, that we have to measure. That length or the distance between the 1.1 division and zero division, that we have to measure, and when you add this to add this x to main scale reading, then that gives the measurement of the length of the cylinder, or that is the reading of the vernier calipers. Of course that gives the length of the cylinder. But how we can measure the length? How we can measure the length? Okay, here you see, suppose here this is 1.3 1.3, like here it is 1.3 centimeter like this. Here suppose when you see the 1.3 division, 1.3 division, that means here whenever the cylinder is kept like this, when you see the different divisions on the vernier scale, one of the vernier scale division coincides with any one of the main scale divisions. Here with 1.3 division, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth division of the vernier scale coincides with one of the lines on the main scale, means here this one. You see in the diagram here this division comes in line with one of the divisions on the main scale. Okay, whatever the number of this vernier division, that is called vernier scale reading or vernier coincidence. Okay, here in this diagram, here 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth division on the vernier scale coincides with one of the divisions, that may be 1.3, 1.2, whatever it may be, but with one of the main scale divisions, this fourth division on the vernier scale coincides. That's why vernier coincidence here is said to be vernier coincidence. Vernier coincidence VC is equal to 1.3 here, sorry, fourth division, that's why it is 4. 4 means in general say n. That means nth division of the vernier scale coincides with one of the divisions on the main scale. Okay, now if you observe here, in between 1.1 and 1.3, how many main scale divisions are there? What is the total length between these two? 1.1, it is 1.3. So 1.3 minus 1.1, that means here there are two main scale divisions are there. Two main scale divisions are there. In between two main scale divisions, what is the length of these two main scale divisions? Means 1.1, 1.3. So 1.3 minus 1.1, that is equal to 0.2 centimeter. 0.2 centimeter. Similarly, here what is the value of 4 main scale vernier scale division values? Already one vernier scale division value we know. One vernier scale division value is known. Okay. Therefore, 4 vernier scale division values we have to write. So here x means this is equal to MSR plus x means from two main scale division values. That means here one division, it is two division. So two main scale, from these two main scale division values, if you subtract the 4 vernier scale division values, that gives x, no? That's why x value is equal to here two main scale division values. Two main scale division values. Okay, two main scale division values means here suppose this is equal to here nth division coincides with one of the main scale division value. Okay, then okay, here fourth division in this diagram, fourth division of the vernier scale coincides with one of the divisions on the main scale. Of course, here 1.5 division of the main scale. Okay, so whatever the main scale division with which the vernier scale division coincides, it is immaterial. But what is the number of the vernier scale division coincides with one of the main scale divisions? That is equal to here say 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth division coincides with this one. So here from these 4 vernier scale divisions values, from 4 vernier scale division values, here these are the 4 main scale divisions are there, no? From 4 main scale division values, 1, 2, 3, 4, from this, from 1, 2, 3, 4, from 4 main scale division values, if you subtract the 4 vernier scale division values, that gives x only, no? That's why it is equal to, in general, nth vernier division coincides with one of the main scale divisions. Then from n main scale division values, n main scale division value, you subtract n vernier scale division value. Okay, therefore reading is equal to, the measured reading is equal to main scale reading plus here n can be taken common, no? You take n common, n of 1 main scale division value minus 1 vernier scale division value. 1 main scale division value means that is S minus 1 vernier scale division value means V. So this is equal to, therefore reading is equal to MSR, that means main scale reading plus N into whatever S minus V. S means 1 main scale division value minus V means 1 vernier scale division value. So 1 main scale division value minus 1 vernier scale division value is equal to least count, no? That's why into least count. Okay, so this is the formula to measure the any length of the given body or diameter of the body, whatever it may be. So this is the reading of the vernier calipers. So with the help of this one, main scale reading plus vernier coincidence into least count, with the help of this one, we can measure the length of the any given body or dimensions of the given body. Suppose if error is there, positive error or negative error is there, in such case the true reading or true value is equal to MSR plus N into least count plus or minus. If correction is plus, then we have to use plus. If correction is minus, we have to use minus. If zero error is 0, then correction is also 0. In such case 0 we have to write. So here we have to write 0 error correction. 0 error correction. It is the most general formula for the measurement of the dimensions of given body with the help of the vernier calipers. Okay. Now from this, how we can measure the length of the given body with the given data? So we will discuss now. So far we observed measuring instruments like meter scale, and just now we have observed the construction of the vernier calipers and how by means of vernier calipers we can measure the dimensions of a given body like length, diameter, etc. So okay, now we are going to do some problems related to vernier calipers. Okay. Now we are having one problem. 1 centimeter on the main scale of a vernier calipers is divided into 10 equal parts. If 10 divisions on the vernier scale coincides with 8 small divisions on main scale, then the least count of the instrument is how much? Okay, so we will do the problem. Here you see 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts. 1 centimeter on the main scale is divided into 10 equal parts, means one main scale division value is how much? Because in order to find the least count of the vernier calipers, we are having formula least count LC is equal to 1 main scale division value minus 1 vernier scale division value, isn't it? So here 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal divisions, means on the main scale 1 division value is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, no? That's why 1 main scale division value is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter, okay, minus 1 vernier scale division value. Here you see 10 divisions on the vernier scale coincides with 8 small divisions on the main scale. On main scale 8 small divisions value means 8 into each division value is equal to 1 by 10, no? So 1 by 10, it is in centimeter only, okay, by number of divisions on the vernier scale coincide with 8 divisions on the main scale, means that is equal to 10. So for 10 divisions on the vernier scale, it coincides with 8 divisions on the main scale. That's why the distance between 10 divisions on the vernier scale is equal to 8 divisions on the main scale, means that is equal to 8 into 1 division value on main scale is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. Okay, therefore this is equal to 1 by 10 means 0.1. It is in centimeters only because we have substituted total in centimeter, 1 by 10 centimeter. Here 8 by 100, 8 by 100 means 0.08 centimeter, no? Therefore 0.1 means we can write 0.10, 0.10 minus 0.08. Therefore least count is equal to, when you subtract this one, 10 minus 8 means here you will get finally 0.02 centimeter, no? Okay, or that is equal to, here in the option it is given that, okay, here 0.02 centimeter is given directly. That's why this is the least count of the instrument. In this way we can calculate the least count of the instrument. So answer is B. So answer is B. Okay. Okay. Second problem. While measuring the length of the rod by vernier calipers, the reading of the main scale is 6.4 centimeter and 8th division of the vernier scale coincides with one of the markings on the main scale divisions. Okay, here main scale divisions. If least count of the vernier calipers is 0.01 centimeter, then the length of the rod is how much? Of course, here zero error of the vernier calipers is also given, that is minus 0.04 centimeter. Here zero error we will consider at last. First we have to measure the observed length. To measure the observed length, here answer is observed length. Then we can find the accurate or exact length by considering this zero error. Okay, first observed length. According to the data, observed length is equal to general. What is the general formula? Already we discussed, main scale reading plus vernier coincidence, least count into vernier coincidence. So this is equal to, what is the main scale reading? Here the reading of the main scale is 6.4 centimeter is given, 6.4 centimeter plus least count is 0.01 centimeter, 0.01 centimeter. All are in centimeters only, you substitute directly. So 0.01 into, what is the vernier coincidence? Here vernier coincidence is 8, no? Somewhere here. Here the 8th division of vernier scale coincides with one of the divisions on the main scale. That's why vernier coincidence is 8. So when you simplify them, then you will get 6.48 centimeter, no? It is the observed length. Okay, therefore the length of the actual length of the rod, actual length of rod is equal to, we are having observed length plus or minus zero error correction. Here as the zero error is minus, correction is plus, that's why therefore plus zero correction. Observed length is 6.48 plus zero error correction is Zero error is minus, zero correction is plus. That's why plus 0.04 centimeter. Okay. So this is not a centimeter because all are in centimeters only. Okay. This is the value. Therefore, you add them, then that gives answer. This is equal to actual length of the rod. Therefore, length of the rod L is equal to 6.52 no. 6.52 centimeter. 6.48 plus 0.04 means 6.52 centimeter. So this is the actual length of the rod. So in this way we can do. So here option A is there, no, 6.52. That's why option A is correct. This one is correct. Okay. So we are having one more problem, third problem. In vernier calipers, n divisions of vernier scale coincides with n-1 divisions of main scale, in which length of each division is 1 millimeter. The least count of instrument in centimeter is. Okay, so here we have to find the least count of the instrument in centimeter. So here we are given, you see, the length of each division is 1 millimeter. That means one main scale division value, because on the main scale each division value is 1 millimeter given. Okay, that's why one main scale division value is given. One main scale division value. Okay, that is equal to, that is actually yes, which is equal to 1 millimeter. Answer is given in centimeter. That's why you convert them into centimeter. To convert the millimeter into centimeter, we have to divide with 10. No? That's why, because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. That's why 1 by 10 centimeter. So 0.1 centimeter. Okay. Next we need the vernier coincidence. Here you see, one vernier scale division value we need. One vernier scale division value means n-1 divisions on the main scale. n-1 divisions on the main scale means each division value is equal to 0.1 centimeter. n-1 division value means n-1 into 0.1 centimeter. It is the length of the n-1 divisions on the main scale, which coincides with n divisions on the vernier scale. So n into number of divisions on the vernier scale into one vernier scale division value. One vernier scale division value means one vernier scale division value. Vernier scale division value. That is capital V. Okay. Therefore, one vernier scale division value V is equal to n-1 into 0.1 by n. This is one vernier scale division value. Therefore, least count of instrument LC is equal to one main scale division value. That means S minus one vernier scale division value. That is V. One main scale division value means 0.1 centimeter minus one vernier scale division value means n-1 into 0.1 by capital N. That much centimeter, because we have substituted this in centimeter, this also in centimeter. So this is equal to least count is equal to, when you take LCM, then n into 0.1 minus n into 0.1 minus plus 0.1 by n. That means 1 by 10n you will get, no? 1 by 10n, that much centimeter. So least count is 1 by 10n centimeter. So this is the required answer. Okay, here in option C, that is 1 by 10 now. So that's why this is the answer. In this way we have to do. Okay, here one more problem. The diameter of a cylinder is measured using a vernier calipers with no zero error. Zero error is not there, so you need not bother. It is found that the zero of the vernier scale lies between 5.10 centimeter and 5.15 centimeter of the main scale. The vernier scale has 50 divisions equivalent to 2.45 centimeter on the main scale. The 24th division of the vernier scale is exactly coincides with one of the main scale divisions, then diameter of the cylinder. So Actually, this problem was asked in 2013 advanced exam, so it is important one. Here you see there is no zero error, so you need not bother. Next here one more point is given. The zero of the Vernier scale lies between 5.10 and 5.15. Actually, the zero division of the Vernier scale lies in between any two successive divisions of the main scale. That means the two successive division positions in the main scale are 5.10 and 5.15 centimeter, means definitely the distance between successive divisions in the main scale is given. That is called one main, that is equal to one main scale division value. No? So one main scale division value is equal to 5.15 centimeter minus 5.10. So this is equal to after simplification you will get 0.05 centimeter. No, it is one main scale division value. So first we had to find the least count. If we know the least count, we can have the answer. Okay, that's why one Vernier scale division value we had to find. One Vernier scale division value. Actually, one main scale division value means yes, one Vernier scale division value means B. That is equal to one Vernier scale division value means, you see here the Vernier scale has 50 divisions equivalent to 2.45 centimeter. That means 50 divisions on the Vernier scale coincides with 2.45 centimeter distance on the main scale. That's why here 2.45 equivalent distance on the main scale by number of divisions on the Vernier scale means 50. So simplification gives what? 5 4s are 5 4s are 5 9s are 5 4s are 24, 0 5 9s are okay, 0.409. No, 0.409. Here it is okay, one Vernier scale division value, it is in centimeter because we have substituted total in centimeter. No, therefore least count is equal to one main scale division value minus one Vernier scale division value. That means 0.1 main scale division value here is equal to 0.05 centimeter. One Vernier scale division value is equal to here by 10 is there. No, by 10 because 2.45 by 50, that means 5 tens are 5, 0.409 by 10 is there. No, that's why this is equal to, you will get 0.0409 centimeter. Okay, here one main scale division value means 0.05 minus one Vernier scale division value means 0.0409 centimeter. So this is equal to least count is equal to subtraction of this, what you will get? Of course here you will get only this only. No? So when you divide this 2.45 by 50, you will get 0.049 centimeter, not 0.0409 like that, 0.049 centimeter. So therefore least count is equal to one main scale division value minus one Vernier scale division value. One main scale division value means 0.05 centimeter, one Vernier scale division value means this 0.049. So when you subtract them, then you will get 0.001 centimeter. No? It is the least count of the given Vernier calipers. Okay, 0.001 centimeter. Therefore, here they asked the diameter of the cylinder. Therefore, diameter of cylinder, comma, D is equal to, capital D is equal to how much? So, capital D is equal to, what is the formula? Actually, main scale reading plus least count into Vernier coincidence. So, what is the main scale reading here? The 24th division of the Vernier scale is exactly coincides with one of the main scale divisions. Okay, Vernier coincidence is given. Main scale reading is this only. No, it is found that the zero division of the Vernier scale lies between 5.10 and 5.15, means you will take 5.10 only because it not crossed 1.5, 5.15. It crossed the zero division of the Vernier scale crossed by 5.10. That's why main scale reading is 5.10. plus least count 0.05 into Vernier coincidence here is equal to 24th division of the Vernier scale, no? 24. That is equal to 5.10 plus when you multiply with this 5 4s are 70, 20, 5 2s are 10, 12, isn't it? 5 120 okay, 120. Okay, that means you will here you will get 1.20 no. When you simplify them, you will get 1.20 no, because 5 by 100, 5 into 24 by 100, that means 120 by 100 means 1.20. Therefore, when you add, then you will get 6.30 centimeter no. Okay, it is the diameter of the that given cylinder. So 6.30. Here main scale rating is okay 5.10, but least count we got 0.01 no, not this least count, this is the least count no. So 0.001 centimeter into Vernier coincidence, so 24. This is equal to 5.10 plus 0.024 centimeter. That is equal to diameter is equal to 5.124 centimeter. You will get no. So this is the diameter of the cylinder. Okay, in this way we can find the diameter of the cylinder. Okay, next problem. In an experiment, an instrument is used to measure the angles. 29 divisions on main scale exactly coincides with 30 divisions of the Vernier scale. That is very, very important. Okay. Then, if the smallest division of the main scale is 0.5 degree, then whatever the least count? That is the question they asked. So here, you see, if the smallest division of the main scale, that means some scales, it is also one type of Vernier scale, main scale, next Vernier scale, both are there, but these are used to measure the angle between the two lines or two objects, etc. Okay, here smallest division on the main scale is given, that means one main scale division value is given, one main scale division value, that is represented with S, which is equal to 0.5 degree. Okay, that is clear. Next, here to find the least count, we need the one Vernier scale division value also. For that, one condition is given. You see, 30 divisions of the Vernier scale coincides with the 29 divisions of the main scale. 29 divisions of the main scale means each division value is equal to 0.5 degree. 0.5 degree. Okay, so as 29 divisions are there, 29 to 0.5 degree, that coincides with the 30 divisions on the Vernier scale. 30 divisions on the Vernier scale means each Vernier scale division value is say V. Here V means V, Vernier scale divisions. Vernier scale division value. Vernier scale division value. That is one Vernier scale division value. Okay, one Vernier scale division value. Therefore, one Vernier scale division value is equal to 29 into 0.5 degree by 30. That is equal to 29 by 30 into 1 by 2. That is equal to 29 by 60 degree. That is the one Vernier scale division value. Therefore, least count is equal to 1 main scale division value minus 1 Vernier scale division value. 1 main scale division value is equal to 0.5 degree minus 1 Vernier scale division value means 29 by 60 degree. Okay, that is equal to, it is 1 by 2. So that means 1 by 60 degree you will get now when simplify them. You see, it is 1 by 2. When you take LCM 60, here 2 is there. So 30. 30 minus 29 degree. That means 1 degree by 60. That means 1 by 60 degree. That means how many minutes? 1 by 60 degree into 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes now. So 60 minutes. Therefore, least count is equal to 1 by 60 degree we can write, or 1 minute. 60 cancel. Therefore, 1 minute you will get now. So 1 minute. This is the least count of the given vernier calipers. Okay, in this way we can do. Okay, in vernier calipers it is the last problem. In a vernier calipers with non-zero error, that means some zero error correction is also there. That means the zero division of the vernier scale does not coincide with the zero division of the main scale. Okay, here it is divided. Vernier scale is divided into 20 divisions, which is coincided with 19 main scale divisions. But each main scale division value, you see, 90 divisions, which coincides with 19 main scale divisions. That is important. Each main scale division amounts 1 millimeter. That means one main scale division value is given. A rod of length 2.35 is measured, is kept in between the jaws of the calipers, means definitely the reading of the vernier calipers are when the length of the rod is measured with the vernier calipers, definitely the length of the rod must be equal to this one. That's why indirectly the observed length of the rod is given. Okay, then what is the main scale division with which vernier scale division coincides? That is important. Okay, so here you see, first we write the data given. So one main scale division value, you see, each main scale division value, that means one main scale division value, that is S, which is equal to 1 millimeter. Here it is also given in millimeter only, so directly write in millimeter only. Okay, next one condition is given to find the one vernier scale division value. 20 divisions on the vernier scale coincides with 19 main scale divisions. Here 20 divisions on the vernier scale means, suppose each vernier scale division value is say V, then 20 divisions on the vernier scale coincides with 19 main scale divisions, means that 20 vernier scale division value is equal to 20 into V, because each vernier scale division value is V. So 20 vernier scale division values means 20 into V. That coincides with 19 main scale division value. 19 into 1 main scale division value is equal to 1 millimeter. That's why that implies one vernier scale division value is equal to 19 by 20 millimeter. No? Therefore, we got, that means one vernier scale division value we got 19 by 20 millimeter. So one vernier scale division value we got. Okay, one main scale division value already it is given. Therefore, least count is equal to one main scale division value minus one vernier scale division value. That means 1 millimeter minus 19 by 20 millimeter. Okay, that is equal to 1 by 20. 1 by 20 means 0.05 millimeter. No? Therefore, least count is equal to 0.05 millimeter. It is the least count. Okay, therefore, observed length of the given object L is equal to, what is the general formula? Length of the given object L is equal to main scale reading plus vernier coincidence into least count, or least count into vernier coincidence. Least count into vernier coincidence. Okay, here we have to find what is the vernier coincidence. Here zero error is also there, that is important. Non-zero error means zero error is also there. Okay, that's why if zero error is not there, in such case vernier coincidence we have to find first. Okay, so L means 2.35, that implies 2.35 is equal to main scale reading. Main scale reading means definitely as the reading is 2.35 millimeter, here each division value is 1 millimeter. No, that's why 2.35 means definitely the reading of the vernier, zero division of the vernier scale definitely in between 2 millimeter and 3 millimeter. Then only you get 2 point something. That's why main scale reading is 2 plus vernier coincidence is, we had to find vernier coincidence VC, we had to find VC into least count is 0.05. Okay, from this if you find VC, vernier coincidence VC, you will get, from this if you find vernier coincidence, that vernier coincidence comma V is equal to, if you simplify them you will get 7. That means when zero error is not there, vernier coincidence is this one, but already zero error is there now according to this problem. That's why minimum, whenever there is no zero error, the zero division of the vernier scale shows that lies in between 2 and 3, means already with zero error vernier, zero division of vernier scale shows 2. That's why if vernier coincidence is 7 in the absence of zero error means therefore the exact vernier coincidence is equal to 2 already there, even zero error is not there. When measurement is taken without zero error, vernier coincidence is 7. But when object is kept, the reading is 2 point something means already it is having 2 readings, it shows 2 divisions reading it shows. That's why 2 plus 7 definitely 7. So to exact vernier coincidence is equal to 2 plus 7, that is equal to 9. This is the exact vernier coincidence. This is the answer. Okay, so here actually when zero error is not there, this is the vernier coincidence. This is the vernier coincidence. So we have considered if zero error is 0, that means no error is there. In such case, when you find the vernier coincidence, we got 7 with zero error. But when zero error is there already, 2 divisions already it is passed, the main scale passed. That's why 2 divisions are there, already there. And vernier coincidence is 7 means definitely 2 plus 7, that is equal to 9 divisions. That's why the total vernier coincidence is equal to 9. Exact vernier coincidence is equal to 9. So with this, based on the problems related to vernier calipers, they are completed. Okay, thank you. Hi students, in last class we have discussed the vernier calipers. We observed the construction of the vernier calipers and how by means of vernier calipers we can measure the length of the cylinder, okay, diameter of the sphere, radius of the sphere, etc. We discussed it, okay, and we done number of problems also. But with the help of the vernier calipers, we can measure 1/100th part of the centimeter accurately. Less than that dimensions, it is not possible to measure with the help of the vernier calipers. Suppose if you want to measure the 1/100th of the millimeter also accurately, so vernier calipers is not suitable for them to measure them. That's why we have to use the another instrument, so that is the screw gauge. So with the help of the screw gauge, in general, about 100th part of millimeter can also be measured perfectly. So that is the advantage of the screw gauge. That's why today we are going to know how we can measure the measurement of the thickness of the hair, thickness of the glass plate, next diameter of the small sphere, etc. We have to discuss. So first we have to discuss what is the construction of the screw gauge, what is the principle on which it works, how we can measure, everything we will discuss today. Okay, come to the here. To save the time, already I have drawn the screw gauge diameter. Okay, first let us see what is the construction of the screw gauge. Excuse me. So here in the screw gauge, it consists of a U-shaped metal frame. It consists of a U-shaped metal frame. Okay, in this U-shaped metal frame, at the two ends, 2 nuts are also fixed. Here this is one nut, here this is another nut. In that nut there is a thread. Okay, in that nut, here a movable metal screw is arranged. That is called screw, which is also called as the stud. Okay, here in this nut, a movable stud, a stud is fixed with a stud which is having some thread, that is fixed. Okay, but once the stud is fixed here, that cannot be displaced. That's why it is called as the movable stud. Here in this nut there is another screw is there that can be moved by rotating this screw. We can move the screw inside the nut in forward direction or backward direction, like that. That depends on the direction of rotation of the screw. That's why it is called movable stud. It is also called as the stud, but as it can be moved forward or backward direction, it is called movable stud. Here this can be rotated with a ratchet wheel. This is called ratchet wheel or simply ratchet. So here this movable stud is attached to the rocket through this nut. Okay, when you rotate the ratchet in this direction, the movable stud also rotates like this, and as it is rotated inside the nut, then the stud will move in forward direction. Suppose if you rotate the ratchet in opposite direction, it will move in opposite direction. The movable stud will move in opposite direction. Okay, here this mobile stud will move inside the small cylinder, narrow cylinder attached to the one end of the U-shaped frame as in the diagram. Of course, inside the small cylinder there is a nut. In that nut, here this nut is there, no, that nut is fixed inside the small cylinder. Okay, so when you rotate the mobile stud, then inside the nut the mobile stud will move in forward direction or backward direction. Okay, over this small cylinder there is another large cylinder is there. That large cylinder is attached to the ratchet. Okay, when you rotate the ratchet, the large cylinder also rotates along with the ratchet. Here this large cylinder is arranged such that it will move over the small cylinder. In such a way there is a mechanism. Okay, when you rotate the ratchet, the large cylinder attached to the ratchet will rotate, and at the same time as the mobile stud is also fixed to the ratchet, along with the ratchet the mobile stud also moves inside the small cylinder along the length of the cylinder. In such a way there is a mechanism inside the small cylinder. Now here on the small cylinder a scale is gradated. You see, one scale is gradated in millimeter, because each division value is generally in millimeter. 1 centimeter is divided into 10 divisions. That's why each division value is equal to 1 millimeter. So in such a way one scale is gradated, which is called main scale or pitch scale. That is in millimeter. Okay. Next, on this pitch scale, here there is a line there. There is a solid line is there, no? That is called reference line, or that is called the reference line or pitch line. That is called pitch line. That is called pitch line. Okay, reference line or pitch line. Now here this large cylinder which can be moved over the small cylinder with the ratchet wheel. On this large cylinder also, here it consists of number of divisions. In case of some screw gauges, 50 divisions are there. In some screw gauges on this circular this cylinder, 100 divisions are there. That is called head scale or circular scale. So in this way the screw gauge is having two scales, head scale and circular scale. So before going to use this screw gauge, what we have to measure? First, pitch of the screw we have to measure. Pitch of the screw. So or simply it is also called as pitch. Pitch of the screw means, you see, here suppose when you rotate the ratchet so that it completes one rotation, the mobile stud will move through certain distance. Actually the screw gauges are arranged such that when you rotate the ratchet one rotation, completes one rotation, when you rotate the ratchet so that it completes one rotation, the mobile stud will move through certain distance. Through what distance mobile stud will move? Through the same distance the edge of the head scale or the pitch scale also moves. That's why the displacement of this edge of the head scale on the pitch scale gives the distance moved by the screw. In general, suppose when you rotate the ratchet by one rotation, the mobile stud will move by a distance equal to, in general, 1 millimeter. Okay, if any other value is given, so we have to note that value only. In general, 1 millimeter. Suppose if it completes 5 rotation, then it will move through a distance 5 millimeter. So that this edge of the head scale also move 5 millimeter over the pitch scale. That's why distance moved by the screw, distance moved by the screw by number of rotations, that is called the pitch of the screw. So first we have to measure this one. In general, suppose if you ratchet completes 5 rotations, then 5 millimeter distance will be moved by number of rotations 5 by 5, that is equal to 1 millimeter, because distance moved by the screw when it completes one rotation is generally 5 millimeters will be there, because for each rotation the screw or mobile stud will move through a distance 1 mm. For 5 rotations 5 mm. So 5 mm by 5, that gives 1 mm. That is the pitch of the screw. So by using this screw gauge, what is the minimum dimension that can be measured, which is called the least count. So next, least count. Least count is equal to pitch of the screw, or simply pitch of the screw by number of head scale divisions. pitch of the screw means already from by this formula we can find number of head scale divisions means on this head scale how many divisions are there. Here actually 95 up to 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. That means in this diagram 100 divisions are there. So we have to write 100. Suppose if 50 is given, 50 we have to write. So pitch of the screw by number of head scale divisions. That gives the least count of this vernier caliper. This least count of this screw gauge. Okay. Now we have to measure this least count. After that we have to check is the screw gauge possess any zero error or not. What is the zero error? Suppose when no object is there here, you rotate the ratchet so that the two studs are come in contact. Whenever two studs are in contact, at that time, if the zero division on the head scale coincides with the pitch line or reference line, and the edge of the head scale coincides with the zero division on the pitch scale, in such case we can say there is no zero error. So we have to discuss the errors in detail, zero error in detail. First, zero error. Zero error. In first case, suppose this is the pitch line. It is the edge of the head scale. Like this. Okay. So here, zero division of the scale is like this. Exactly it coincides with the zero division on the pitch scale coincides with the edge of the head scale, and zero division on the head scale. Zero division on the head scale coincides with pitch line. In this case, in this screw gauge there is no zero error. The screw gauge is said to be having no zero error. Whenever there is no zero error, then zero error is 0 is equal to 0. And whenever there is no zero error correction is also not there. So zero error correction is equal to 0. Okay. Next, suppose here in case of screw gauge there are zero errors. Zero error is 0 here. If any error is there, positive zero error, negative zero error, there are two cases. So first, positive zero error. Positive zero error. When does the screw gauge is said to be having positive zero error? Okay, now when two studs are put in contact, in such case the zero division lies. Suppose the zero division lies like this, below the pitch line. Actually, whenever these two studs are in contact, the zero division on the head scale coincides with the pitch line, and the edge of the head scale coincides with the zero division on the pitch scale. Okay, then we can say there is no zero error. Suppose when two studs are in contact, there is no object between them. In such case, suppose the you see 0, 1, 2, 3, third division on the head scale coincides with the pitch of the pitch line or reference line. Of course, here the zero division is just coincides with the edge of the this head scale. In this case, actually 0 would be coincided, but here third division of the head scale coincides with the pitch line. In this case, zero error, there is said to be some zero error. Zero error is equal to, here you see, actually when no object is there between the two studs, in such case zero division coincides with the pitch line, and zero division on the main scale coincides with the edge of the head scale. But here third division on the actually shows zero division. The head scale reading must be 0, but third division coincides. That's why head scale reading is said to be 3. It shows more reading. That's why zero error is said to be plus 3. Therefore, zero error correction would be minus 3. In this way, it is said to be having positive zero error. That means if the zero division is below the pitch line, then the screw gauge is said to be positive zero error. If zero division of the head scale coincides with the pitch line, then it is said to be having no zero error. If zero division on the head scale is below the pitch line, then the screw gauge is said to be having positive zero error, and correction would be negative. Okay, next one more error, negative zero error. Negative zero error. Okay. negative zero error. Negative zero error. In this case, this is the pitch line. Okay, it is the edge of the head scale. Now, suppose zero division is like this. If the zero division on the head scale lies above the pitch line, whenever no object is there between the two studs and two studs are in contact, at that time, if the zero division of the head scale lies above the pitch line, actually it should show zero division of the head scale coincides with this pitch line, but here actually it is zero. Suppose it is here this reading is say, okay, here it is 99, 98, 97, 97, 96, 95. So it is 95. Okay, that means if 95 is there, means definitely it is having 100 divisions. In this, zero division is 3 divisions above the pitch line. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 divisions above the pitch line. Actually, when no object is there between the two studs, zero division on the head scale coincides with pitch line. But the zero division is 3 divisions above. 3 divisions above means actually 0 is to be coincided. But 3 divisions above means it shows 3 divisions less. That's why zero error is said to be negative. Is negative. Therefore, zero error negative. Negative means minus 3 divisions. Okay, zero error correction. Zero error correction is equal to plus 3. Okay, now how we can measure the zero error value? Zero error correction value. Zero error correction value, or simply zero error correction, is equal to least count into this zero here head scale reading. Head scale reading. Head scale reading whenever there is no object between the two studs and two studs are put in contact. In such case, whatever the head scale reading here, we have to write. Head scale reading means here number of divisions 3, no, plus 3. So here plus 3 we have to write. Least count means already we got previously. How we can measure, we observed. So we have to write that value. So in this way, zero error correction means this least count into this zero error. Whatever the zero error value you will get here, that division we have to note this one. Here we should not say directly head scale reading. Actually, we have to say the zero error division is zero error is 3 divisions above or 3 divisions lower. Here you see 3 divisions above. Here the zero error is 3 divisions above the pitch line. That's why here we have to write the correction plus 3. That's why here plus 3 we have to write. So you will get plus value. Zero error correction is positive. In this way we have to measure the zero error. Okay. Next, sometimes here what is the measurement we have to take finally. So suppose if you want to measure the thickness of the glass plate. So you keep the glass plate in between the two studs like this. Here, suppose this is a glass plate. We have to measure the thickness of this glass plate. One surface of the glass plate you put in contact with the fixed stud, and you rotate this ratchet so that the mobile stud come in contact with the other surface of the glass plate. Whenever this mobile stud come in contact with the other surface of the this surface of the glass plate, in that case, after that if you further rotate the ratchet, then the screw or mobile stud will not move in forward direction, because whenever this mobile stud come in contact with the other surface of the glass plate, and so that the glass plate will be hold or gripped by the two studs, at that time if you further rotate the ratchet, the stud will not be moved, so that the slipping sound can be heard, tick tick, like that we can hear the sound. That indicates already this glass plate will be held by these two studs. Okay, such type of mechanism is there inside it to prevent the breakage of this glass plate, or to prevent the distortion or some wear and tear of the threads, etc. Such mechanism is there. Okay. Now here how we can measure the thickness of the glass plate. Now measurement we have to see. Measurement is equal to, first, whenever the glass plate is here, we have to note the pitch scale reading. How we can measure the pitch scale? Already I said, pitch scale reading means whenever the object is there between the two studs, at the time where the edge of the head scale lies on the pitch scale. Suppose the edge of this head scale lies in between, you see. Suppose this is the pitch line, this is the zero division, it is 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. So here edge of the head scale is like this. Edge of the head scale is like this. Okay. Here third division is cannot be seen. Fourth division cannot be seen. Here 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. 4th millimeter is inside the edge. That's why it cannot be seen. So 3 millimeter can be seen, barely seen. Okay. So pitch scale reading is equal to 3 millimeter. In this way we have to write. Sometimes you will be given. Sometimes here the pitch scale reading is 3 divisions. In such a way they may be given. Pitch scale reading is 3 divisions. Pitch scale reading is equal to pitch scale division may be given. Pitch scale division. Pitch scale reading is 3 divisions. It is given like this. One division value means that is equal to pitch of the screw. Already pitch of the screw we measured now. So pitch scale division into pitch of the screw. Pitch scale division into pitch of the screw. Pitch scale division into pitch of the screw, or simply pitch of screw. So by doing this one we can measure the pitch scale reading. Of course sometimes suppose if the diagram is given like this, we can write directly 3 millimeter. Pitch scale reading is 3 millimeter. We can note directly. Plus least count into head scale reading. Least count already previously we discussed it just before. We discussed the formula no. So by using that formula you find the least count. Okay. Head scale reading. In this case whenever the object is there, if suppose here it is the 49, it is 50 and so on. In this way suppose 48 like this. Then 40, actually this number is not there. 50 division is here means the before division is 49 now. So 49th division coincides with the pitch line or reference line. Then head scale reading is to be taken as 49. So here 49 we have to write. Least count already we know. Plus or minus. Suppose if zero error is there, then we have to write zero error correction. Is it plus or minus based on the zero error? Is it positive or negative? Based on that we have to write plus or minus. If zero error correction is positive, plus we have to write. Correction is negative, we have to write minus. So it is plus or minus zero error correction value. Zero error correction value. So with the help of this one, if you write this zero error correction also, then that is the true measurement or correct actual measurement of the thickness of the glass plate. So by using this formula, we can measure the thickness of the glass plate. Suppose if you want to measure the thickness of the wire or diameter of the wire, in between the two studs just you keep the wire and you grip the wire between by means of two studs. Then you measure the readings like this only. Then we can have the diameter of the wire. Make them half, gives radius. Okay, suppose if they ask what is the length of the volume of the cylinder, thin cylinder, they may ask. So by means of this one, you measure the diameter of the cylinder. Okay, by keeping the cylinder between the two studs so that the curved surfaces are in contact with the these studs. You measure the diameter of the cylinder, make them half, it gives radius. Length of the cylinder, with the help of the vernier calipers we can measure the length of the cylinder. Then what is the volume of the cylinder means, by using pi r square L formula we can measure the volume of the cylinder now. In this way, in previous mains and advanced also, they asked I think density of the sphere. In case of density of the sphere, mass is given directly. Okay, how we can measure the density of the sphere means, with the help of the this screw gauge, they measure the diameter of the sphere, make them half, radius. Then density is called mass by volume. No? Volume is 4/3 pi r cube. With the help of that formula, we can measure the density of the given sphere, material of the sphere also. Okay, in this way we can measure. So this is about screw gauge. So next we have to discuss different types of problems. Concept is same, but different approaches are there, different applications are there. So we will discuss the different problems so that we can have knowledge about how to apply these formulas to calculate a different cases, different things, to calculate different, to take the different measurements how we can apply these formulas, we can discuss. So when you do the problems, then we can acquire the practical knowledge also. So in just in next class we will discuss the problems. Okay, thank you. Okay, fourth problem. Two full turns of the circular scale of a screw gauge covers a distance of 1 millimeter. That means when two rotations are made in a circular scale, the distance moved by the stud, movable stud or screw is 1 mm on its main scale. Main scale means here it is the pitch scale. The total number of divisions on the circular scale is 50. Further, it is found that the screw gauge has a zero error of minus 0.03 millimeter. That means zero error is there for the screw gauge, that is given directly. While measuring the diameter of the wire, a student notes that the main scale reading of 3 mm, main scale reading means pitch scale reading, that is 3 mm, and the number of circular scale divisions in line with the main scale or pitch scale is 35. Then what about the diameter of the wire? So here, first of all, the distance moved by the screw for two turns, two full turns of the circular scale. Because of two full turns of the circular scale, the screw moves a distance of 1 millimeter given. Therefore, pitch of the screw gauge is given. Because if we know the pitch, then we can find the least count, no? So pitch of, in order to measure anyone by means of instrument, we have to measure the first least count. Okay, to find the least count of the screw gauge, we need the pitch of the screw. So pitch of the screw is equal to distance moved by number of circular scale divisions. Distance moved 1 mm by number of rotations in the circular scale means 2 full rotations. So 2, that is equal to 0.5 mm. It is the distance between any two successive divisions. This is the pitch of the screw. Therefore, least count is equal to pitch of the screw by number of circular scale divisions or head scale divisions. Number of circular scale divisions. Number of circular scale divisions. So this is equal to pitch of the screw is 0.5 mm by number of circular scale divisions is given as 50, no? That's why 50. Okay, therefore 5 by 500 means 1 by 100. This is equal to 0.01 millimeter, no? So this is the least count of the given screw gauge. Next, zero error is given. Zero error. If zero error is not given, we can take zero error as 0. Okay. Zero error is equal to minus 0.03 millimeter. Therefore, what about the zero error correction? Zero error correction. So plus 0.03 millimeter. Okay, now we have to measure the diameter of the wire. So what is the reading? Diameter of the wire. Diameter is equal to pitch scale reading or main scale reading, MSR or PSR, pitch scale reading. Sometimes in some problems it is given main scale reading, in some books it is given as pitch scale reading, like that. In case of screw gauge, pitch scale or main scale both are same, plus least count into HSR means head scale reading or circular scale reading. Okay, plus or minus correction, because correction is also zero error correction is also there, no? That's why zero correction. Here we have to write zero correction. This is equal to main scale reading. Here main scale reading is given, you see. Here when wire is kept, the main scale reading is 3 millimeter. So 3 millimeter plus least count. Already we got least count is equal to 0.01 mm. So all are in mm only. 0.01 mm into head scale reading. Here you see 35th division on the head scale or circular scale coincides with the main scale. Main scale means pitch line of the pitch scale. Okay, that's why 35. Here correction is positive only, you know. So plus 0.03. It is given in millimeters only. So it is given in millimeter only. So this is equal to 3 plus 0.01 into 35 means 0.35. Okay, plus 0.03. Therefore, diameter of wire is equal to, here what is the value you will get when you add all of them? Then 3.38, no? 3.38 millimeter you will get. So this is the diameter of the given wire, 3.38 millimeter. Okay, so this is the answer. It was given in 2008 mains exam. Of course, at that time it is called as IEEE. Okay, so in 2008 IEEE, this question was given. 3.38 millimeter is the diameter of the wire. Okay. Okay. Next, fifth problem. A student measured the length of the rod and he wrote as 3.50 centimeter. Which instrument did he use to measure it? That means here length of the rod is measured as 3.5 centimeters by using some instrument among the following. So which instrument he would be using? That we have to find. Okay. So here you see, whenever the length of the rod is measured as this one, then what is the decimal place? 2 decimal places are there in centimeter. Okay. That's why the least count of that instrument would be, least count of the instrument used would be, instrument used would be, you see, as it is expressed by means of that instrument, the length of the rod is measured as 3.5 centimeter. Okay, that means here it is expressed in 2 decimal place. That's why the least count of that instrument will be 0.01 because 2 decimal place only. That's why 0.01. It is in centimeter. That's why centimeter. So among these options, in which option the instrument is having this much least count? That is the device used to measure this length of the rod. Okay, first we have to check one by one. So option A. A screw gauge having 50 divisions in a circular scale and pitch as 1 millimeter. So here pitch is given, number of divisions on the circular scale are given. Therefore, least count is equal to pitch by means pitch of the screw by number of circular scale divisions. Circular scale divisions. Okay, that is equal to pitch means 1 millimeter. No, pitch is 1 millimeter by 50. Okay, this is equal to 1 by 50 means 0.02 millimeter. This is in millimeter only, 0.02 millimeter. Okay, so this is not correct. Next B, you take meter scale. Already we know in case of any meter scale generally it consists of 100 centimeter. Each centimeter is having 10 divisions. So one division value is equal to one division value in meter scale is equal to 1 millimeter means 0.1 centimeter. No, here if you write in the centimeters it is equal to 0.002 centimeter. No, because by 10 1 millimeter means 1 by 10 centimeter. That's why 0.002 centimeter you will get. So but we need only 0.01 centimeter. Here the least count of the meter scale is equal to one division value in meter scale is equal to 0.1 centimeter. So this is least count of the meter scale also. Okay, next. So this is also not correct. Next C. A vernier scale in which 10 divisions match with 9 divisions in the main scale and main scale has 10 divisions. Here main scale has 10 divisions in 1 centimeter. Main scale has 10 divisions 1 centimeter means here each division value is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. No? That's why least count is equal to 1 main scale division value minus 1 vernier scale division value. Okay, so 1 main scale division value means here you see each 1 centimeter consists of 10 divisions. That's why 1 division consists of what is the value? 1 division value is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter minus 1 vernier scale division value. Here you see vernier scale in which 10 divisions match with 9 divisions in the main scale. 1 main scale division here 1 main scale division value is equal to 1 by 10. No? 1 main scale division value is equal to 1 by 10 as 10 divisions on the main scale. Sorry, here you see 9 divisions on the main scale means 9 by 10 centimeter. 9 by 10 centimeter. So here 1 division value on the main scale is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. So here 9 divisions on the main scale coincides with the 10 divisions on the vernier scale. So 1 main scale division value is equal to here 9 main scale division values is equal to 9 by 10 by number of vernier divisions coincided, that is equal to 10. So this is equal to 0.1 minus 0.09 centimeter. Therefore least count is equal to 0.1 means 0.10 minus 0.01. So 0.01 centimeter you will get now. So least count of these vernier calipers is equal to 0.01 centimeter, which is matched with the least count of the instrument by means of which this length is measured is 0.01. So this option is correct. Next we have to check the other also, D. Here a screw gauge having 100 divisions in the circular scale and pitch as 1 millimeter. So directly as pitch is given, pitch of the screw by number of head scale divisions. Head scale divisions or number of circular scale divisions, that is equal to pitch is 1 millimeter by number of head scale divisions is 100. So this is equal to 0.01 millimeter, that is equal to 0.001 centimeter, no? 0.001 centimeter. That's why here here as it is in second up to second decimal place in centimeter it is measured. That's why only in this instrument up to second decimal place we can measure, because least count is 0.01 centimeter, no? That's why this is the preferable. But here in case of screw gauge, here in D option 0.001 centimeter, but it is not used. Suppose if it is used, definitely the length of the rod would be in third decimal place also, as least count is 0.001 centimeter. That's why the instrument which is used is vernier calipers with least count 0.01 centimeter. This question was asked, okay, in 2014. In mains they asked in 2014. Here this is asked in mains 2014 mains. So this is one important one. Okay, right. This seventh problem is one of the important problems we have. Okay, 10 complete rotations of the cap of a screw gauge equivalent to 5 millimeter. The cap has 100 divisions. Cap means head scale, that is having 100 divisions. A reading taken for the diameter of the wire with screw gauge shows 4 complete rotations and 35 divisions on the circular scale. Find the diameter of the wire. Here 10 complete rotations of the cap of a screw gauge equivalent to 5 millimeter distance on the pitch scale or main scale. Even it is not given, that 5 millimeter means that is on the pitch scale only. That's why here for 10 complete rotations of the head scale, the screw is moved through a distance of 5 millimeter. Therefore, pitch of the screw gauge, pitch of screw gauge is equal to, pitch of the screw gauge is equal to distance moved by screw, distance moved by number of rotations, distance moved by number of rotations. Okay, so what is the distance moved by the screw or mobile stud? 5 millimeter. So that is equal to 5 millimeter by number of rotations is 10. So 0.5 millimeter. That means each division value on the pitch scale is equal to 0.5 mm. That is very, very important. Okay, now it has 100 divisions on the cap or head scale. So whenever pitch of the screw gauge is known and number of divisions on the head scale or that cap are given, then least count is equal to pitch of the screw gauge or pitch by number of divisions on the head scale. Number of divisions on head scale. Okay, on head scale. Therefore, pitch means 0.5 millimeter by number of divisions is 100. Therefore, least count is equal to 0.005 millimeter. No. So this is the least count of the given screw gauge. Here no error information is given, that's why it has no zero error. Okay, least bother about zero error. Now, whenever the wire is kept in between the two studs of the screw gauge, the reading taken for the diameter of the wire with the screw gauge shows 4 complete rotations and 35th division of the cap or circular scale coincides with pitch line. Okay, now therefore diameter, what is the formula? Diameter of wire is equal to, what is the formula? Pitch scale reading or main scale reading. Okay, pitch scale reading or main scale reading plus least count into head scale reading. Here as no zero error, there is no zero error correction. That's why even you write here no correction is zero. That's why you need not write. Okay, this is equal to diameter of the wire is equal to pitch scale reading means here a reading taken for the diameter of the wire with screw gauge shows 4 complete rotations. So here when 4 complete rotations are made, then wire is fixed between them for complete 4 rotations. That's why the 4 divisions on the pitch scale, the edge of the head scale or cap, that will move 4 divisions on the pitch scale. That's why here for 4 complete rotations, the wire is fixed between the 2 studs. That's why 4 divisions displacement is there on the pitch scale when wire is kept. That's why 4 into each division value on the pitch scale is equal to pitch of the screw, which is equal to 0.5 mm. Now it is in mm. Plus least count is also already we got in mm, 0.005 millimeter into head scale reading 35th division. When wire is kept between the 2 studs, 35th division on the cap or circular scale coincides with pitch line. Head scale reading itself means that is the division number which is coincided with the reference line or pitch line. Okay, now this is equal to 4 into 0.2 means 2 millimeter plus 35, you multiply with them. 5 5s are 25, 5 3s are 15 plus 2 17. So as 3 decimal places are there, 3 decimal places. Okay, therefore 2.175 millimeter. This is the diameter of the wire. So diameter of wire is equal to 2.175 millimeter. So this is the diameter of the wire. Okay, 2.175 millimeter. Next, 9th problem. The pitch of a screw gauge is 1 millimeter and there are 100 divisions on the circle scale. When faces of A and B of the 2 studs just touching each other without any object between them, 32nd division on the circular scale coincides with reference line. Okay, so that means there is some zero error. When a glass plate is placed between the studs, the linear scale means pitch scale or main scale only of the screw gauge, reads 4 divisions on a circular scale, reads 16 divisions. 4 divisions, linear scale reads 4 divisions and a circular scale reads 16 divisions. Find the thickness of the glass plate. Okay, zero error of the linear scale is not hidden from circular scale when surfaces of 2 studs A and B touches each other. When surfaces of 2 studs A and B touches each other. That means when surface of A and B of the 2 studs touches each other without object between them, the zero division on the linear scale or pitch scale is visible. That is not hidden by the head scale. That is mentioned. That means it is having some positive error. Okay. So here you see, first pitch of the screw gauge is given and number of divisions on the circular scale is also given. That's why least count is equal to pitch of the screw by number of head scale divisions or circular scale divisions. Okay, that is equal to pitch of the screw means 1 mm given by 100. Okay, therefore this is equal to 0.01 millimeter. Okay, this is the least count. Pitch of the screw is also important because 1 division value, it is the 1 division value on the pitch scale. So pitch is equal to 1 millimeter. Now here, whenever no object is there between the 2 studs, when 2 faces of 2 studs A and B are in contact without object, 32nd division on the circular scale coincides with reference line. So in that case, whenever no object is there, zero error is equal to, here actually whenever no object is there and the 2 studs are put in contact, zero of the head scale must coincide with the reference line, but it shows 32nd division coincides. That indicates it shows more reading. That's why zero error is positive. So plus 32. Therefore zero correction or zero correction is equal to minus 32. Zero correction value value is equal to least minus least count into 0 error 32. Least count means minus 0.01 into 32. Therefore, zero correction value is equal to 0.32 millimeter. It is the zero correction value it is given. Okay, now you see here, whenever the thin glass plate is kept between the two studs, the linear scale reads 4 divisions and a circle scale reads 16 divisions. Therefore, thickness of the glass plate is equal to here linear scale is given. Linear scale or P scale both are same. P scale reading plus least count into head scale reading plus or minus correction value or simply correction. Okay, this is equal to P scale reading. Here, whenever the thin glass plate is kept between the two studs of the screw gauge, here the linear scale shows 4 divisions. Each division value on the linear scale or P scale is equal to 1 mm, which is called pitch of the screw. Okay, that's why 4 divisions are there. That's why 4 into 1 millimeter. Okay, plus least count means 0.01 millimeter. We got 0.01 into head scale reading. When thin glass plate is kept, head scale division is 16 divisions. No, that's why 16. Okay, head scale reading is 16 plus or minus. Here correction is minus. That's why minus 0.32. All we have substituted in millimeter. Therefore, this is equal to 4 plus 0.16 minus 0.32. No. Okay, therefore, this is equal to 4 minus 0.16. Therefore, thickness of the glass plate. So, 4 minus 0.16. So, what is the value? You will get 4 minus 0.16 means 3.84. No? 3.84 millimeter. So, this is the thickness of the glass plate. In this way, we can measure the thickness of the glass plate. Okay, this type of problem was asked in mains also, right? Okay, next 10th problem. The pitch of a screw gauge is 1 mm and there are 100 divisions on its circle scale. When nothing is put in between the two studs, the zero of the circular scale lies 6 divisions below the reference line. When a wire is placed between the two studs, the two linear scale divisions are clearly visible, while 60 divisions on the circular scale coincides with the reference line. Then determine the diameter of the wire. So here, first of all, pitch of the screw gauge is given. Pitch of the screw gauge means 1 division value on the pitch scale. Pitch of the screw gauge is equal to 1 millimeter. And the number of divisions on the circular scale is also given. That's why least count is equal to pitch of the screw gauge by number of circular scale divisions or head scale divisions. Okay, that is equal to pitch of the screw. Pitch of screw we can write. Pitch of the screw means 1 millimeter by number of circular scale divisions is 100. No, here 100. Okay, therefore least count is equal to 0.01 millimeter. Now here, when nothing is put in between the two studs, the zero of the circular scale lies 6 divisions below the reference line. That means here you see, when no object is put between the two studs, when no object is kept between the two studs, in such case here the here 0 division is 6 divisions. 0 division is 6 divisions below the reference line like this. Actually, whenever no object is there between the two studs, 0 division must coincide with this one. That's why head scale reading would be 0, but it is shown 6. That's why it shows more reading. Hence, it is having positive 0 error. Therefore, 0 error is equal to plus 6. Okay. Therefore, 0 error correction. 0 error correction value, directly we will write value is equal to, correction is minus least count into 0 error reading into 6. So this is equal to minus least count means 0.01 into 6, because 0 division is 6 divisions below, that's why 6. Therefore 0 error correction is minus 0.06 millimeter. So we got 0 error correction 0.06 millimeter. Therefore diameter of the wire, diameter of wire is equal to, here main scale, you see here linear scale or P scale both are same, so P scale reading plus least count into head scale reading or circular scale both are same, plus or minus correction. It is the general formula for a correct or true diameter of the wire. This is equal to P scale reading means whenever the wire is kept between the two studs, two linear scale divisions are clearly visible. That means the linear scale reading or P scale reading is equal to two divisions. One division value is equal to pitch of the screw, so 1 mm. So two divisions means 2 into 1 mm plus least count 0.01 mm, already we got here. Okay, into, in this case the head scale reading is 62 divisions, no, 62 plus or minus means here already we got correction value is equal to minus 0.06, so minus 0.06. This is equal to 2 into 1 2 plus 0.62 minus 0.06. Therefore diameter of wire is equal to, when you subtract here minus 0.06 means here you will get plus 0.56 plus 2, that means 2.56 millimeter. This is the diameter of the wire. This is the diameter of the wire. Okay, 2.56 millimeter. Right. Okay, 15th problem. When the gap is closed without placing any object in screw gauge, that means in between the two studs of the screw gauge, whose least count is 0.005 millimeter. Here least count of the screw gauge is given 0.005 millimeter. The fifth division on the circular scale coincides here. When a small sphere is placed, then 25th division on the circular scale coincides with the reference line on the main scale. There are 200 divisions on the circular scale. Then the radius of the sphere measured is, of course we cannot measure radius directly. First you measure the diameter of the sphere, then make them half, gives the radius. So least count is given, but here what is the pitch of the screw? That is not given. Least count is given. When no object is there between them, then fifth division on the circular scale coincides with the reference line, that is given. Okay, number of divisions on the circular scale is given 200. That's why here you see least count is equal to pitch of the screw by number of head scale divisions we can write now, or number of circular scale divisions now, number of head scale divisions or circular scale divisions. Okay, here it is in mm. So 0.005 is equal to pitch of screw by number of head scale division is 200. Therefore pitch of the screw is equal to 0.005 into 200. So this is equal to, it is 5 by 1000, 200 5s are 5 cancel, so 1 mm. That means pitch of the screw is equal to 1 mm given. That means each main scale division value or P scale division value is equal to 1 millimeter. Each division on the P scale or main scale is equal to 1 millimeter. That is indirectly given. Here when no object is there between the two studs, the fifth division on the circular scale coincides with the reference line, that is given. Okay, that's why that means there is a zero error. So zero error. Actually when no object is there, 0 division on the head scale should be coincided with the reference line, but fifth division coincides here. Here you see fifth division coincides. Instead of 0, fifth division is coincided means it shows fifth division reading means definitely shows more reading. That's why error is positive. So therefore 0 error is plus 5. Therefore 0 error correction, or you write correction value directly, 0 error correction is equal to minus least count into 0 error coincidence. 0 error coincidence. as error is positive, correction is negative. That's called minus. Least count already we know 0.05, that is given 0.005 into zero error coincidence is 5 plus 5. Therefore, this is equal to minus 0.025 millimeter. It is the zero error correction. Okay, now when object is kept or when the sphere is kept between the two studs, in such case the main scale advances by 4 divisions. That means indirectly P scale reading is given. P scale reading or main scale reading is given, because one main scale division value is equal to pitch of the screw, which is equal to 1 millimeter. This is equal to 1 pitch scale reading value, 1 pitch scale division value, 1 pitch scale or main scale division value, 1 pitch scale division value. Therefore, as it advances 4 divisions when sphere is kept between the two studs, then pitch scale reading is equal to 4 into 1 mm. Okay. Next, head scale reading is given as 25. Therefore, diameter of sphere is equal to, general formula first you write, pitch scale reading or main scale reading plus least count into head scale reading plus or minus correction. General formula is this one. This is equal to pitch scale reading means whenever the sphere is kept, 4 divisions advances on the main scale. Each main scale division value is equal to pitch of the screw gauge, that is equal to 1 millimeter. That's why 4 into 1 millimeter plus least count is 0.005 into head scale reading when sphere is kept, here is 25th division, coincides with the reference line, plus or minus correction. Here correction we got already minus, no? So minus 0.025. We have substituted all are in mm, that's why you get in mm only. This is equal to 4 plus 25 5s are 125. Okay, therefore you will get 0.125 minus 0.025. Therefore, here when you subtract 0.025, you will get 0.1. So 4 plus 0.1 means 4.1 millimeter. It is the diameter of the sphere. Therefore, what about the radius of the sphere, they asked. Therefore, radius of the sphere is equal to diameter by 2. That is equal to 4.1 by 2 millimeter. Therefore, radius of the sphere is equal to 2 2s are 0.05 millimeter. 2.05 millimeter is the radius of the sphere. So in this way we can calculate. Okay.